Want to welcome to the program this morning, Vanessa Bell Calloway. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. You're out on a radio tour for this movie, American Skin. That now I take it was actually made a couple of years ago. Am I correct on that dating of that?
Yes, 2019 is when it was shot. Yes.
And it's kind of interesting because it addresses a situation that kind of exploded even more so in the last 12 months here in America, dealing with police and alleged police brutality and races and so forth. I was immediately hooked when I started to preview this yesterday. I got just about 30 minutes into it. I had to leave, and it's like, I had a already scheduled appointment, and I've got to get back to finish watching this. A powerful film just in that little bit that I saw.
Yes, you must finish watching it because you're going to really enjoy the rest of the movie because it takes a spin. Like you said, we did this movie 2 years ago, but obviously the problem has been going on in America for centuries and decades. And even after we did the movie, we had a surge of more police brutality, young black men getting shot, and then we had the uprising last year. We had the riots, the social unrest about police brutality. So the movie is coming out, although it was supposed to come out in 2020, due to the pandemic, obviously things were pushed back, but it's coming out at the perfect timing, especially after the assault on the Capitol. It's coming out at the perfect timing because this is an old subject matter that just keeps happening, but Nate Parker brilliantly gives the audience a chance to be a judge and a jury and to put you in the mindset of the police officer. You get to hear the police officer's point of view and some other people that he brings into the story. So the dialogue really increases on how this happens, why it happens, how can we not happen. So he likes to say, take a breath, save a life, basically. Step back, think about things, don't react so quickly, and you might actually save a life.
Yeah, I've got to say, the way that Nate Parker, who directed, put this all together, assembled the movie, I'm not sure quite how to describe it. It's almost like you're in a first-person documentary, but then it's back and forth, and you do get to see, and again, I've only watched 30 minutes of it, you do get a chance to see some different emotions on the different sides, and just it's not laid out as if you're watching a TV show or your typical movie. I would say that. It's very intriguing.
Yeah, no, it's something like it's a very unique way, and it's not typical. What makes it not typical, once again, is that you, the audience, gets a chance to hear different points of view, and you can even throw your point of view in there as you're watching it. It's a great piece to have your family watch, your young adult children, your teenage children watch, because it definitely will strike conversation, and that's what he wanted. He wants people to talk about this issue. He wants, us to try to resolve this through conversation and insight. And you can only have insight if you hear different perspectives, and you can see what other people are thinking. And then what I like about one of my favorite things in the movie towards the end, I don't want to blow it for you in the audience.
Yeah, don't.
No, I'm just saying, but one of the characters says basically like, I never thought about it from that perspective. So that right there is growth and development for somebody who didn't see any position, whatever it is, be it police brutality or another subject matter, and for a person to say, you know what, I never thought about it that way. That is opening the door.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. I mean, you've been in a lot of different things. We recognize you first from Coming to America, but that's been a couple of years ago, and you were in Biker Boys, Daylight, Crimson Tide, The Brothers, Cheaper by the Dozen. Then you're in a film like this. A lot of those are easy kind of going stuff. Did you search out to be in a project like this, or how did you land into this role, and your thoughts taking the project on?
Well, I've done a lot of dramatic roles, TV and film things as well. But I was at the Sundance Film Festival when Nate Parker's Birth of a Nation premiered because I was down there promoting a movie I was in at the time called Southside with You, about Barack and Michelle Obama's first date. And I saw the movie, I was in the audience, and I was blown away by his artistry because he researched and wrote it, raised the money to produce it, produced it, directed it, and starred in it. And I just was like, are you kidding me? Can one person really do all that? I was blown away. And that night at one of the parties, I said, clear off your mantle because you're going to get, you're going to be getting some Academy Awards because the movie was definitely Academy Award worthy. But unfortunately, it didn't go the way that it should have. And I told my husband at the time, I said, I would really love to work with Nate Parker. And I was given that opportunity 2 years ago when I got a call from the casting director, who also is a friend, Twinkie Burt. He seen me do something else, and he wanted her to reach out to me to play his mother. And I said yes before I even read the script, because I knew if it was his latest project, that it was something I wanted to be a part of. And I was shooting my TV series at the time in Atlanta, Saints and Sinners, so I got my producers. They gave me a day off. I worked, got on the plane that night, flew home, went to bed, got up in Los Angeles, drove to his set, shot his scene, came back, got my suitcase, got back on the, my little bag, it was overnight, got back on the plane and went back to Atlanta to finish shooting because it was important for me to do the movie. I mean, I got paid something very, very scale low. It cost me to do the movie, basically. But I didn't care because I wanted to be a part of his new project because I knew coming from him it was going to be good, and especially after I read the script, I just loved it.
It's one of those things that's kind of cool to put on your resume, just have in your hat that you're a part of there. So let me ask you this: away from the movie that we were talking about, American Skin, I know we got to wrap things up pretty quick here. You like you say, you do a TV show, you've done lots of different films, you've been on stage, and I see you are also a dancer. Has anybody ever approached you being on like Dancing with the Stars or something?
No, but I would love to do Dancing with the Stars before I get too old and can't walk.
Well, let's just throw it out there. Somebody might be listening to the morning show right now that has that connection. So, if you're looking for a talent there, Vanessa Bell Calloway will be the one you should search out and get on stage there for Dancing with the Stars. So now the movie American Skin, is it out today? Can others get it as well?
Yes, it's out today in select theaters. But you can get it Apple Plus TV.
Awesome.
And it's going to be on the other streaming platforms. It's going to become the other streaming platforms as well. But today, Apple Plus TV and it's like theaters.
It is American Skin. It does make you think. It had me hooked, and I've got to get home and watch the rest of that. Vanessa, I appreciate you talking to us today. Enjoy your weekend, all right?
Oh, you too. And today's Martin Luther King's birthday, so happy Martin Luther King weekend.
Yeah, it's a wonderful visit we've done many times back at the Civil Rights Museum there, and I could go back there every time I'm in Memphis and check that out. So
yes, I got to see it, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, you've got to go. It's powerful all the way around. So, all right, have yourself a terrific weekend, and again sometime maybe we'll talk again on your next project. Okay.
All right, take care, and thank you for having me.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Wow.